My dear students, I am continuing the numerical problems on nuclear chemistry in this class. The next problem is, so go through this problem. Assuming that oxygen 16 is obtained by adding the appropriate nucleus to carbon 12, calculate the energy released. It is given that the mass of C12 isotope C12 is 12.00381 AMU and the mass of helium is 4.00387 AMU. Okay, dear students. So first let us try to understand what exactly he has given and what we are going to identify in the given problem. In the given problem, so there is an oxygen is a product. It is obtained. So during the reaction between carbon 12 and helium, that is to the carbon, if you add some moiety, some nuclear substance, at that moment oxygen is obtained. At that moment some amount of energy is released. So now we have to calculate amount of energy released. So during that process, first write that nuclear reaction. The nuclear reaction is oxygen 16 is obtained by adding helium to carbon 12. So these are the nuclear reactions. When the carbon 12 so combine with helium nuclei, so at that moment it becomes oxygen 16, 6 plus 2 8, 12 plus 4 16. So it becomes oxygen 16. So this is how oxygen is obtained. So now during this process some amount of energy is released, so that we have to calculate that energy. So for that, so we have to calculate mass defect of this reaction first, because in any nuclear reaction the amount of energy which is released during the reactions, it is proportional to the mass defect. So for that we have to calculate mass defect. So the total mass of these two reactant is nothing but, so for that we have to add C12 plus helium. So it gives 16.00768 AMU. This is the mass of individual nuclei, and we know the mass of oxygen. So the mass of oxygen 16 is 16 AMU. Then the mass defect is given by, so here mass defect is nothing but what? It is the mass of the product nuclei. It is the mass of product. Here we are comparing two masses. Mass of the product nuclei and the individual masses of reactant. Before we discussed the individual masses of neutrons and protons and nuclei. So the individual mass of neutron and proton is greater than that of product nuclei. Similarly, so we consider the individual masses of reactant, so 16.008076 AMU, and so then we are subtracting the 16 AMU, so you will get 0.0076 AMU. It's a mass defect delta M. Then if you substitute the value in the binding energy equation, so delta M into 931.5 mega electron volt, so this is the energy you will get, that is 7.155 mega electron volts of energy is obtained during this process. Next problem. The radioactive atoms in a substance decay to become stable atoms. It was found that after 136 seconds, 93.75% of atoms have decayed. What is the half-life of that substance? Dear student, the problem is very simple. So let us consider radioactive process, in which the radioactive process is started. So before, the amount of radioactive substance is 100%. So exactly after 136 seconds, exactly after 136 seconds, the amount of radioactive element disintegrated or it radioactive substance is 93.75%. That means in this reaction, so before at the 0th minute it is 100%. As the reaction goes on, what happened? So exactly at 136 seconds, 93.75% of radioactive substance get decayed. Then the remaining amount is nothing but what? The remaining amount, if you want the remaining amount of the radioactive substance at that time, dear student, don't get confused. Here there are three quantities will come. The amount of radioactive substance at 0th minute is always 100%. So initial concentration. After this, two quantities will come. Exactly at 136, amount of substance so decayed, amount of substance not decayed. Here, the amount of substance decayed is 93.75%. Then the amount of substance is remains. How you are going to calculate it? If you subtract this 93.75 by 100, so at that moment you will get 6.25 percentage. This is the amount of radioactive substance which is remains after 136 seconds. Got it? Now you understood. So these three quantities. So what is the question here? What we have to identify in this problem? In this problem, by using the data. So here the T is given, time taken by the radioactive element to become 93.75 is 136 seconds. And by using this data, we have to calculate T of. So now this can be calculated like this. Okay. So dear student, before it is 100%, then 100% becomes 50%. Then after second, this is the first half-life. Then after second half-life, 50% becomes 25%. Then again it continues disintegration, decay process. Then it meets third half-life. After third half-life, so 25, what is half of 25%? 12.5%. Then again after fourth, so this 12.5% become 6.25%. That means, so after 4 half-lives, that means, so what is the number of half-lives? So the number of half-life is 4. So now we have a total time taken by the element. That means from year to year, after 4 half-life, 6.25% is remain and 93.75% is decayed, destroyed, converted into energy. Got it? So totally it has, so the number of half-lives small n is equal to 4 and T is equal to 136. Then we can easily calculate T of, so we know the relation that, so this T of is equal to, so T divided by N, you know this formula, T divided by N. So if you apply this formula, or 4T is equal to 136 seconds. That means to cover this 4 half-life, it takes 136 seconds. Then what is the time taken for 1 half-life? Got my point, dear students? Here we have came across with 4 different half-lives. So not different, 4 same half-life. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the 4 half, what is the time interval it takes? 136 seconds. So 4 into T is equal to 136. So then T is equal to 34 seconds. So this is the half-life. If you simplify, you get 34 seconds. 34 seconds, it is the half-life of the given reaction. So I think you understood this problem. The next problem. Okay. Dear student, from here onwards I am not going to solve, just I am going to give the hint. You have to solve. Then after that I am going to display the answer. You have to cross check the answers. Okay, just read the problem. A sample of protactinium 234 of mass 100 gram has half-life of 6.7 hours. What fraction of sample has not decayed after 20.1 hours? So this is A. And what is the mass of undecayed protactinium 234 after this period? It's very simple. Okay. So in this process, this is a radioactive process. So the initial concentration of, in the beginning, 100 gram of, yes, given in the problem, exactly it is given the value of N0. Initial concentration is 100 gram protactinium element, protactinium 234. This is a radioactive element. Its mass is 100 gram in the beginning. So now the radioactive process is started. So started, and it comes to the point at 20.1 hours. Exactly at 20.1 hours. So now 20.1 hours, we have to calculate amount of the protactinium decayed and amount of protactinium remained. So here he has given T of half-life period is given and N0 is given. So by using the half-life period of this reaction is 6.7 hours. 6.7 hours. Once again, dear students, it's a radioactive process in which 100 gram, in the beginning 100 gram is present. Then so we have to identify exactly at this point, at 20.1 hours, we have to identify the amount of radioactive substance decayed and amount of radioactive substance remained at this point. So here T of is given. So now start to solve this problem. So pause the video, solve the problem. Okay, I think you have solved the problem. The answer is, this is the answer. So that is, so at 20.1 hours, 12.5 gram of, so the protactinium is remained, and 87.5 gram is decayed exactly at this point. Next problem. The half-life of strontium 90 is 28 years. What is the disintegration rate of 15 milligram of this isotope? So dear student, in this he has given strontium 90. So this is a radioactive isotope. Its half-life is 28 years. So now we have to calculate activity. Activity is equal to what? So we know the we have to calculate activity. We know that activity is equal to formula lambda into decay constant into activity of this substance is equal to decay constant into N, that is the quantity at that time. So here the quantity is 15 milligram. So here lambda. So here N he has given. N is nothing but 15 milligram he has given, but we don't know the value of lambda. But we can calculate the value of lambda by using half-life period equation 0.693 divided by T. So now first calculate the value of lambda, then substitute the value of lambda in this equation, and so find out the answer. Pause the video and calculate it. The answer is, this is the answer. So the activity of this molecule is, so 7.87 into 10 to the power of 10 disintegration per second. Dear students, I am going to upload some more problem in the next classes. Thank you.